Welcome to Bryer's Music Showcase. I'm Bryer and welcome to another video. In this one, I am doing another thread video. So this time it's for the YouTuber Chris Propfe, Musically Obsessed. Hopefully you can see it behind me. Hopefully I'm not blocking it too much. So for those who don't know, Chris Propfe is a pretty well-known person in the VC. He has over 2,000 subscribers, so definitely a bigger channel than me, but you know, I'm gonna get there soon. I just know I will. But seriously, so if you don't know Chris Propfe, again, like the name suggests, he loves music, talks about so many different types of artists, like so many stuff that even I don't know of. So again, always showing videos of new stuff he picks up and all that stuff, all these like more obscure stuff, and even talking about stuff that most people probably wouldn't talk about. But of course he has both vinyl, but he also has CDs as well. And so for this thread, what Chris wants us to do is to just simply spell the word vinyl. And how you do it is basically just use the name of a band or a solo artist and just have it spell vinyl, and that's literally it. So I mean, in this video, I'll leave a link to the original thread video, by the way, if you want to hop on this yourself. But there's other ways you can do it. You can, especially if it's a solo artist, like you can either go first name or last name. It doesn't really matter. But again, as long as it spells vinyl, you're good. So I'm just gonna just jump right into this. So I just picked out a bunch of about 5 random stuff. So first up for V, and it's by a pretty well-known band. I don't have that many V's, honestly. So I went with Van Halen, but it's not going to be an album that you would expect. Again, when people think of Van Halen, it's usually the debut, maybe Van Halen 2, maybe 1984. But I decided to go with this one. It's OU8112. So I've had this for quite a bit. I got this at a thrift store, pretty cheap. I thought might as well get it. So obviously this is the one with Sammy Hagar on lead vocals. Not my favorite period of the band, but there's some decent songs, and it's honestly been a long time since I've heard this one. Like really the only song I remember is When It's Love, which was a single. So I should probably re-listen to this one, like I said, but you know, wanted to show something a little bit different, something not many people will show, especially for Van Halen. So that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, and I, again, I don't have many I's as well, but I decided to go with this one. I've shown this album a bunch of times before, especially last year. But this was one of my favorites that I picked up. Definitely my favorite black metal album. We have Immortal with At the Heart of Winter. Again, very, very cool album cover, and then on the back you have the picture of the two main, well, I think there's 3. I can't remember if there's 3 or 2 by this point, but those are 2 of the members, and yep, pretty creepy stuff, pretty intimidating. But musically it's very good. What I love about this particular album is that it kind of mixes things up musically, because you know, a lot of your stereotypical black metal is just a lot of like blast beats and just the same tremolo riff the entire time, and those are fine, but over time it does kind of get tiring. But again, what I love about this one is that, like I said, it mixes things up rhythmically. Lots of cool drum intros and stuff like that. A lot of cool guitar riffs and solos. Again, definitely makes it a lot more, I guess, digestible if you're not used to black metal. Like obviously the vocals are going to be the turnoff for some people, but musically, if you like more, like I'd say it's more thrashy. It takes black metal but also incorporates a lot of thrash elements, which again, that kind of makes it why it sounds a bit different than most, and also sounds a lot better too. It's not like another typical thing with black metal is that it's produced like crap, but here it actually sounds decent. So yeah, so I think this is a good one. If you want to get into black metal, then this is probably one of the better ones to start with. Now we get to the ends, and again, this is one I'm not sure how many people know this particular solo artist. Even I don't know that much. I just picked up a greatest hits. But the artist is called Juice Newton, and I'm going by last names. I can't remember if I mentioned it already, but yeah, I'm going by last name. But Juice Newton, yeah, don't know much about her. All I know is that she's kind of a country pop artist, so you know, just crossing country and pop to get pop music together. And honestly, I listened to this and it's actually not too bad. There's some decent songs like Angel of the Morning, Heart of the Night, The Sweetest Thing. Shot Full of Love. So yeah, there's some decent songs on here. Like, I don't think I'll buy any albums from her anytime soon, but you know, this is probably like good like music to just put on the background if you're just want to just so it's filling the air, shall we say, or just filling space. But what's interesting about this is that not only do I have the CD version of this, I also have the sleeve, and it's empty, by the way. There's nothing in here except the this thing, the covering, but no vinyls in here. And the reason why I got this was because, you know, when my friend Garrett, when he sent me one of the Who albums back there, this came with it, because what I learned is that some online sellers will put like empty sleeves and like with your order, just so it adds extra protection. And so this just happened to come with it, and I don't know why I decided to go get the CD version, because I don't know, maybe because there was something about it that seems like maybe I'll like it. And yeah, I do like it. And funny enough, she actually lives in San Diego, so I haven't encountered her yet, but you know, we'll see if I encounter her in the wild. But yeah, that's Juice Newton. That's my N. So then we get to Y, and here's another one where I actually do have a vinyl copy of it, plus a CD copy. And of course, again, I'm going to go with Yes, of course. And I've shown this album a few times already, but I just have to show it because it is my favorite Yes album. And of course, it's Relayer. Again, awesome artwork. And of course, I do have the CD copy as well. Again, only 3 songs, very similar to Close to the Edge, but I honestly somewhat prefer this one over Close to the Edge. And I still love Close to the Edge, but this was the album that really made me a Yes fan. I can't really describe why, but again, there's just something different about this particular album, how it incorporates like progressive rock, jazz fusion, stuff like that. Sounds absolutely terrific, and the artwork is just stellar. I always have to show this every time I show this particular vinyl copy. Again, show the inside of it. Just absolutely love the presentation of it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for Yes Relayer. Absolutely love it. And then finally we get to L. Now L, here's something I'm pretty sure not many people know of. So this is a band called Like a Storm, and this is I think their latest album, Okura. I believe that's how you say it. So here's the back of it. So I don't know a whole lot about this band. I think a viewer recommended me this one a long time ago, and I decided to finally pick it up. I had to get it off their official website. I don't know if it's on Amazon or anything, but I picked it up, and it's actually not too bad. I really enjoyed this one. So it's kind of like your typical like modern, I guess you can consider them a metal band, but it's not like too heavy. I guess heavy metal, hard rock, maybe alternative rock. I don't know what you would classify them, honestly, but very interesting, very cool. I like it. I know when I looked up this band, they were kind of known for incorporating not just rock, but they also had like a didgeridoo in their sound, and you do hear it on this album. Like every few songs, you'll hear the didgeridoo being played, and so that's kind of interesting. It's been a long time since I've heard it, but from what I recall, I really enjoy this one. So there we go. That's Like a Storm with Okura. So let me just fix that. All right, so there you have it. That is my, I don't know what you call this, an entry of sorts. I don't know, but yeah, this was kind of interesting, kind of nice little exercise, just going through your collection and just spelling the word vinyl. Again, make sure you check out Chris Propfe's channel if you have not done so already. I'll leave links in the description so you go and subscribe and check them out. So, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye for now.